All right, let's set the stage for a classic showdown. In one corner, you've got the tried-and-true human-powered warehouse. We're talking decades of practice, a ton of flexibility, and that good old human intuition. And in the other corner, the challenger, a fully automated system of robots, conveyors, and smart software promising non-stop, ruthless efficiency. So let's dive right into this head-to-head.
This is the big question, isn't it? It's what thousands of business leaders are wrestling with right now. And it's not just about getting things done faster. It's a huge decision about what the future of logistics is even going to look like. Is total automation the only way forward, or is there still a critical role for the human touch?
So first, let's talk about the incumbent, the reigning champ, the manual warehouse. This is the system most of us picture in our heads, right? It relies on skilled people for pretty much everything, from receiving and sorting goods to picking and packing orders. This is our baseline. It's the standard that all this new tech has to beat.
Okay, now this slide gets right to the heart of it. The number one strength of a manual warehouse is, without a doubt, its flexibility. People can adapt on the fly to new products, to weirdly shaped items, to unexpected problems, in ways that rigid systems just can't. But, and this is a big but, that flexibility comes with a price. You're looking at an average error rate of about 2.5% and a cycle time, that's the time it takes to do one task, of around 120 seconds. Now remember those numbers, they're going to be important.
And now let's meet the powerful challenger. You see, the automated warehouse isn't just one single piece of tech. Nope, it's a whole sophisticated ecosystem of robots and software, and every single bit of it is designed to optimize every last movement inside those four walls.
And the arsenal these warehouses have is, well, it's huge. We're talking about these massive skyscraper-like storage and retrieval systems. We've got intelligent mobile robots zipping around the floor all by themselves, automated guided vehicles, and even collaborative robots, or cobots, that actually work right alongside people. Tie it all together with high-speed conveyors, and you've got a full-blown symphony of machines.
And make no mistake, this is not some small niche trend. The amount of money pouring into this technology is just exploding. The global market for warehouse robotics, it's on track to hit nearly $20 billion by 2032. This is a massive industry-wide revolution, all driven by this relentless need for more and more efficiency.
So, we've met our two contenders. Now it's time for the main event. We're going to put them to the test and see how they really stack up in a direct, data-driven comparison. And believe me, this is where the story gets really, really interesting. This chart right here gives us an amazing snapshot of the core battle. I mean, just look at it. The difference between the manual operations and the automated ones is, well, it's stark. It's a blowout across the board. So let's break down exactly what these numbers mean. First thing, speed. Remember that 120-second average cycle time for a manual task we talked about? Automation just crushes that, bringing it down to only 84 seconds. That's a 30% improvement. In a world where every single second counts when you're trying to get a package to a customer, that is a huge competitive advantage.
Next up, accuracy. And honestly, this is where automation is just on another level. That error rate, it drops from 2.5% all the way down to just 0.5%. That is an 80% reduction in mistakes. Just think for a second about the impact of that on everything from expensive returns to customer satisfaction. Fewer errors means happier customers and a much healthier bottom line.
And finally, let's talk about pure productivity, or what the industry calls throughput. A typical manual operation, they might handle around 150 tasks in an hour. With automation, that number jumps to 220. That's a 47% increase in the amount of work getting done every single hour without anyone getting tired or needing a break.
So how is all this even possible? Well, it's not magic, it's just a brilliant combination of technologies working together. This table kind of shows us the secret sauce. You've got your automated storage systems and warehouse management software hitting near-perfect 99.9% accuracy. And look at vision systems. Using cameras and AI, they can improve how consistently things are inspected by a staggering 85%. Each piece just adds another layer of speed and precision.
But here's the twist. If you think this story is just about being faster and more accurate, you're really only seeing half the picture. Some of the most powerful reasons to automate are the benefits that don't always show up on a typical spreadsheet.
This quote from the research just hits the nail on the head. The true value proposition, it goes way beyond just a simple return on investment. It's about changing the entire operation, from how you use your physical space to how you support your people. The point is, we need to look deeper.
These 4 areas right here, these are the strategic pillars of automation's real value. We're talking about major positive impacts on the workforce, incredible space savings, a surprising boost to sustainability, and what might be the biggest game changer of all, the ability to scale up whenever you need to. Let's dig into how each of these builds a really powerful case.
Okay, check out this deeper value. Automation makes the workplace way safer, which naturally leads to happier teams that stick around longer. It lets you build your warehouse up instead of out, which can save a fortune on real estate. It's also greener because it optimizes energy use. And, so critically, it gives you the power to handle those huge spikes in demand, like the holiday rush, without your costs spiking right along with them. So, with all that said, is the decision a total no-brainer? Should everyone just automate everything? Well, not exactly. The choice isn't a simple manual versus automated. It's really about finding the right strategy for your specific business.
This slide lays out that strategic choice perfectly. Look, if your business deals with a huge variety of different products but in lower volumes, think of a specialized online store, then the flexibility and the lower upfront cost of a manual or even a hybrid system might be the perfect fit for you. But if you're shipping massive volumes of the same kinds of products day in and day out, the raw power of automation gives you an edge that is basically impossible to ignore.
So before you jump in with both feet, any leader needs to ask these 4 critical questions. First, know your own operation. What are you actually shipping? Second, be real about the money. For a small or medium-sized business, the payback period could be up to 5 years. Third, have a plan for your people. This has to be about upskilling them, not just replacing them. And finally, the tech. Is your existing software ready to communicate with a complex network of robots?
So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. Automation isn't just about swapping out human labor for machines to do the exact same thing, only faster. It's about completely reimagining the flow of goods to create a system that's not only more efficient, but also safer, more scalable, and more sustainable. The warehouse of the future isn't just a faster version of the past, it's a fundamentally smarter one. The only question left is, how are you going to build yours?